Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here doing a different type of video for my channel. This is definitely a first. I've never thought of bringing on toys to play in my videos, and before you start thinking it's that type of toys, let me just stop that. It is this type of toy. I'm sure you have already seen this everywhere on Instagram. The original creator, and let me pull her up because I keep forgetting her name. I'm so sorry. Her name is Tiffany Lynette Davis. She is a Instagram model account. Like, she's stunning. She's a very, very pretty girl, but she used this to clean her beauty blenders, and I've seen so many other accounts pick up on this on Instagram. Oh, and by the way, none of them are tagging her in the post. One of them even used her original video and then they cropped it just conveniently to where it left out the bottom part so it didn't have her name in it. That is just wrong on so many levels. You've seen this going around, you've seen other people doing it, and just because someone else has done it doesn't mean you can't do it too, because honestly it looks like a lot of fun and you're not my real dad, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. So we're gonna play with this today. And before we get into things, I wanna remind you guys to smash that subscribe button, become part of the Wolf Pack today, and let's get into it. I got this for $9 off of Amazon, and if I can, I'm gonna try to link it down below, because I think the original link where I bought this may have been they took it down and replaced it with something else for a higher price, which is bull. Again, I bought this for $3. So I'm sure a lot of people are buying it all up, and maybe that's what drove the price up, but I just thought I would leave that in there for you guys. She didn't specify if she was using cold water or not, but I'm using warm water. So I put warm water in this. I'm gonna put that in the washer machine. That sounds weird, because I am wanting to do this a little bit differently, because honestly I want this to work. I'm skeptical, but I want it to work. I'm hoping that it does. So I have a couple of beauty blenders. Well, I have a beauty blender, and I have a sponge from Pure Cosmetics, and this one I have been using foundation on this. I know it looks filthy, but hey, that's the purpose of this video. Hopefully we're going to take care of that in a second. So it has foundation on it. I did allow it to dry completely for a few days to make sure that it was locked in as much as I could, and then I re-wet it just for this video so it wouldn't take up all of the water in the washer machine. I do have the Glam Glow bubble cleanser that I got in my Boxycharm. I'm going to use it just to try it out, and if it doesn't work, I brought in reinforcements. And here's a better look at the Glam Glow bubble cleanser. I have reinforcements. This is a beauty blender cleansing solid, the solid soap, and this, I got this little package from Walmart. It's like 99 cents or maybe even 50 cents, something like that. But it's to hold your bars of soap. But I've been putting this in here, and then that way I can put a little bit of water in there and swish it around. You know, kind of use that to, I use this to clean my brushes. It just makes more sense. But I'm thinking, because in case the other one doesn't break down the foundation and everything as well, I figured it would be a good idea to have their soap in addition with it. So I've got that. If it doesn't work, I'm going to coat it in this and then try it again. I think I'm going to start with the one that just has the powders all over it. I'm going to pour my water in here, and I probably should have waited till I got the sponge in there before I did that to see how much water I needed. But you know what? It's an experiment. We're going to see how it goes. And this is the first time I'm using this. I haven't touched it at all. But I'm going to go ahead. Let's put some of the soap in there. Alright, and there you can see the soap down in the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the washer to get that mixed up really well before we put our blender in. Just for a second. Moment of truth, we're going to put it in. And you can see it won't go all the way down, but that's because of the agitator. But I'm going to go ahead and close the lid, and we're going to get started. It's not going to do it. Okay, let's add some more water. Let's try that again. Okay, and there it is going, but it keeps soaking up the water. I don't see this being practical. I'm going to turn it off and put in more water. Okay, so this is a fail. This sponge is too big. But let's look at the bottom. Yeah, it didn't even get the powder out. So, oh, and it's leaking. This is just a bad design. But it's not meant for this, so that's okay. Let's get this cleaned up and try with a beauty blender. Okay, and to drain the water out. I hope I can do this without spilling it everywhere. That takes a while. I'm a little bit curious as to how she got this to work, because the sponge, it's fatter than the beauty blender, so we're gonna try this one now and see how it does. And again, is poking out the top there, so it is a little bit bigger. Hopefully it will work better. And we're gonna put the beauty blender in and add a little bit more water. Okay, fingers crossed this actually works, but again, I'm very, very skeptical and I don't think this works, but we'll see. Okay, one thing is that it is actually not one to spin. It is not one to do anything. Like if you lift it up, obviously it's working, but it does not want to wash the blender. It doesn't want to spin. So I'm gonna set this down, I'm gonna see if I can troubleshoot. Okay, I put a little bit of water in and we have some movement. I have to turn it upside down to get it to do anything. It is moving very, very slow. Let's try flipping it. Oh, and there's the end that was washing around. I do not like this at all. There's a little engine that could. It is trying its best. Just to prove that it's not that the agitator stopped. It doesn't work. Okay, so I have tried a beauty blender, I have tried other sponges. I think the only other one that I can try would be a micro beauty sponge. I'm calling it right now, bullcrap. I'm just, no. Okay, so far it's looking like a big fail. It's not necessarily a lie. I don't know what she did to get it to actually work, but I have tried 2 different sponges. The only other one that I have is a little one. This is a little beauty blender, and I think it's just for like contouring or something like that. I'm not really sure what this one is exactly for. I got 2 of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour foundation. I'm gonna wet it, put foundation all over it, and then we're gonna try to wash it in there and see if it'll actually get that one clean. For comparison, here is a dry one, and here's the one that I just wet. So we're going to stick this one in there and see if that one works. I'll put some foundation on my hand, and I'm just going to roll this in the foundation, make sure that is fully covered in foundation. You know, before we get it clean, we've got to get it good and dirty. Let's go ahead and pop it in the washer as well. It did successfully move around enough in there, but I don't think it has enough to actually work with to get it clean. The sponge itself is still very, very dirty. It still has all the foundation on it. Now, because I have the other little micro beauty blender, I think I'm gonna put both of them in there and see if maybe the 2 rubbing together will actually get them clean and imitate more of what you would see in the washer machine. I put a lot of thought into this, okay? I am just trying to, I'm not trying to debunk her video or anyone else's video that has done it successfully, but I mean, I ordered the same thing they have and I'm not being very successful right now. I'm just going to put this one in clean. I'm not even going to try to put a bunch of foundation on it. I just want to see if I can get that first one clean. Okay, so this time we got a lot more suds and it seems to be a lot more movement going on with it, so I'm hoping it did better this time. Now, okay, while it did get a lot of the product off where it initially soaked in the foundation, that one is still really, really dirty. So I'm going to dump out this water. Things I do for YouTube. Now, my last thing I will try before I can say this is a flop. I'm going to take the Dirty Beauty Blender and the Beauty Blender Solid Soap, and I'm going to rub that on there, and I'm going to go ahead and rub that on there and go ahead and put that in back into the washer to see if it'll work. I can't believe I'm putting so much effort into this, but how cool would it be if there was an actual device to clean your beauty blenders? You could just put it in, hit the button, and boom, it's clean. How awesome would that be? So this is why I'm really, really trying. Now I have fully saturated it with soap, and back into the machine is going to go. Okay, I can already tell this one's looking a lot better. It did get a lot more of the product off. A lot more of it is cleaned off of there. Okay, so after washing them by themselves, washing the full-size beauty blender, washing a full-size Pure Beauty sponge, and after washing the two of these together, thankfully this one didn't get dirtier than it already was, and this one is still dirty. Still dirty, but it's better than what it was when it went in. So I suspected that this wouldn't work, and my final conclusion is no. It does not work, but what's the fun to play with and try out something new? And for $3, who can blame you? You know, for $3, if it had worked, how awesome would that be? How awesome. So, alright, there was me giving this an honest try. I think I honestly did everything I could think of to make it work better. So if you are interested in trying this for yourself, maybe save the money, because I don't know how much it is going for right now. It did go up in price ever since people started buying it to do these videos, and I am still, because I did spend the money on buying this, I'm very, very curious. You know, for $3 it's not that big of a loss, but I want it to be used for something, because it does have the agitator down the bottom. Maybe I will try this again later. Maybe I will try to use it to wash my brushes. I think that would be a good idea too. Kind of like the one that you saw Jeffree Star and Laura Lee, where the little motorized spinner for your brush handles, and they put it down in the water. I wonder if it could be something like that for this, except you would have to wring it out. But you know what? It was fun. I like trying it out. It was fun trying something new on my channel. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.